So I will record this video if you don't mind, because I think some of them might not join today. Stream currently has released video as committee is video to. How do you guys see my screen? Is it clear? All right. Let's give one more minute. All right, let's get started. Originally, I was going to basically share a couple of big runners this week and some areas where we couldn't take shots, even though the Stoch and MACD match. But I didn't had enough time today to come up with all this data for this week. So I'm gonna basically share today's chart as well as my setup. So I will start on my setup first. So I do have three indicators. I mean, this is the minimum indicators that I'm going to use, and if you guys are going to use, these are the ones that you should start with. Number one is the VWAP. I use that for many cases. In this case, I have VWAP with these colors. The middle area is like a purple color, and the upper band is a red color thing, not the reddest, but light red, and then the lowest band is green color. And there are other bands that you can actually activate, which is higher time frames, that will capture more, what do you call, the moving averages. But in in our case, we don't really need it, and we can just have the one band width, and it will look something like this. The reason I use VWAP, every time you can see, um, today, there's no good chopping area to show, but in some other days, in the wave 1 or wave 2 even, you can see the when the stock drop down, and if there's a silver or green line and the VWAP goes, the bottom VWAP goes like this, it will chop around here for a couple of hours, at least 30 minutes, until it picks that side. So I use that VWAP to recognize chopping areas, and I guess now I'm learning iron condor. These areas could be a good opportunity for iron condor profitability. Anyway, the next one I want to show, the OnePunch Algo Scalper. It has these setups. You just keep it as it is, and if you want to change, you can do that as well. But there are color coding for the waves. You can do whatever colors you want. The default setting is like this. And then we also have the signals. Bare minimum, you can just activate the bottom hit as well as the extreme. Those two will basically give a lot of data in the market. Today, you can see extreme did actually capture the drop on the 2 minutes on the wave 2, but if you also check 5 minutes, you can see extreme did capture it, and then bottom hit captured twice. Both, if someone got in on here, both of them printed, and the last one did print really well. I think this one went to 900 or something like that from here to there. Any questions here? Good, right? All right. So the other thing, you just keep active is these bars, yellow color and the white ones. This is yellow one is the momentum indicator, and the white one is extreme sell. And then day cells, you don't really need it. You can deactivate it. And then background, this is just a reminder for the 4 4 a.m. Market data. And that's pretty much it on the one punch algo. You don't really need the other ones for the scalping strategy on one punch algo versus golden lines. You can basically use the other indicators that are in here for the breakout stocks or the hold. It is a separate conversation we can have. Actually, I did a video about it, and it should be in the YouTube or on our channel if you guys haven't checked it. All right, so the next one is the SMA. I will show the SMA what happened here today. Um, Today around where is it, 9:54, this here, which is on the first wave, there's a perfect setup. So the price came down and then touched the silver, and in this case you see Stoch is around 20 or 17 something, so it's below 20, and then also the MACD is on the red zone. So that's actually a good indicator that there are this is going to reverse, right? But the thing is, it crashed. So how do you recognize that it cross over the silver line? It's basically, if you check the 1 minute, you don't have to check the 1 minute. I'm just showing this 1 minute because I want to see what happened on that area. So within the 1 minute, it did cross the line. So when you are trading the 2 minute 2 minute candles, and within the first half of that candle, if it cross, then you shouldn't take any trades. So even with 5 minutes, you're not going to trade as soon as 5 minutes start. You just wait until 2 or 3 minutes to see what is the candle is doing, and then you take the trades after that. So for an example, in this area here, if you check even 2 minute, it started here, right? So once it is touching this bronze line, it's already about half a minute gone, and then it started coming down on the next half. So these kind of setups are fine, right? You can recognize, but this one is hard to recognize. But if you stay couple of 1 minute at least for the 2 minute candle, you should be able to like get out, not take any trades on those crossovers. Because you guys, a lot of guys had this question, how would we recognize if this bar is going to cross over or just touch and get out. You can recognize again the same setup is by the previous two candles size. So these two candles actually did about half a cent. These both did 47 cents, right? So you can expect the other candle to at least do something like that, half a cent, right? So the setup it's gonna look like, it's going to be something like this. From 47 cents is something like that, right? So that means it's gonna cross over. So that's another indicator for you guys to take, understand if these crossovers are going to happen on this on these lines. uh, so that's the uh, yeah 9:54 call. So I did get in here on this touch, even though the K stotch was above somewhere here, but this D stotch was actually hitting that line, and it did retrace it. There was a small you know crossover, but it did retrace. I did get in on this small retrace, and then my stop loss was 20 percent, somewhere around here, and then my take profit was green, this golden line. And then when it crossed over this bar, I did increase the take profit towards this bronze line, and then I continued to trail my stop below this 9 SMA. So I kept 9 SMA for that reason. most of the time I do trail below this 9 SMA on here this chart, or you can also do it on the vpool option chart, whichever is fine. Okay, all right, so the next one is the storage. This is the storage setup that I have. We have shared it a couple of times, 533, and then the MACD setup I have is the SMA. We did, you know, tried both SMA versus EMA. SMA did really well on our lines, and EMA is taking, trades, the MACDs separately. Alright, so the next thing, how would I have these charts? So I have three charts always in my display. I used to have six. I think you guys remember last month we stopped using the Microsoft Meta and Tesla and other stuff. But now I do have three. So the first one is SPY, next one is QQQ, and SPX, right? So these are the three. Since my display is 49-inch, I can see these really well, very, very well actually. So not like this, right? So the once I do have this on my screen, I always check all three of them for touches, not just one. All right, that's the setup, and then I do have this setup here: interval, crosshair, time, and range. So that way, if I want to check something, everything is going to move with the same charts. So this area it's 29, 11, 18. Everyone else also showing the same thing on that specific area. So that is easy for me to like get it, get the data. So I do save everything in one. Whatever the charts I'm using, I have different charts, and then I can basically favorite those charts and then just click and get them whenever I want. Storage alerts. Okay, so this one is important for the guys who are working. Alright, let's see. Working outside, not the home guys like us. Alright, so storage. How would you know before something is going to touch a line, and how could you prepare when you are doing some kind of a work, right? So the first thing you can do here is create an alert on this touch. So basically this alert is going to be once per bar, touch crossover, let's say, actually let's do it using this here horizontal lines. So the one good thing about horizontal lines, you can draw them and then you can make them as alerts. So each of these lines can be converted into an alert. So you don't really need to have these bigger lines and then convert it. You can just create some kind of like a trend line and then make this trend line an alert. So that's actually a cool thing in TradingView. That way you can basically predict some time frames and then draw some lines and then figure out when it's going to happen, and you get the notification into your phone. So what I'm trying to show here in this torch is that you can basically at the alert here, crossover, you're going to do crossing up horizontal line and then K, and then you just put some kind of a message, storage crossing, I would say let's start with 71, storage 71, and then you put, if you have the mobile app, you just activate your notifications and it will send you a notification into your mobile phone. If not, you can have a notification on your desktop. Yeah, the guys who are working, I think best option is to send a notification in your app as well as an email or play a sound, right? And then once you do that, every time when the starts passing 70, you get an alert. While doing that, you can figure out, and then see if we if the stock is touching any kind of lines or not. If not, then you just go back to work. And the other thing you can actually do is you can create alerts just for the waves. So the first wave, you just create an alert here, and then let's say you know, do the same thing for the second wave. You just create an alert there, and then you can just avoid the third wave. So that way the no man's land, which is what I call between these waves, you don't have to worry about anything. And the other thing, I do see a lot of people take trades in the no man's land. The best thing in no man's land, there's only maximum one setup that will happen, that actually will basically get like 100% to or 200% in no man's land. But you cannot scalp really well on these areas, even though you can see some droppings here and there. I usually don't see much profit scalping in these areas. So the best thing is to see, if you see a really perfect setup, then take it and ride it, not without scalping. If not, just leave it. Don't trade at all these areas. The other one, okay, so I did cover these two. The other one is the object tree, which is actually, let me get this one inside here, is here. What is this one? Spiral. So I do have everything mark as groups into lines, so I can come up and activate it or deactivate it when I don't need it. So that way you have a clean chart every time. So make sure to have that drawn first, and then later on you don't really have to like redraw them every day. You just come and then grab the same thing and just grab into the location. If not, if you don't have time to do that, just edit and then put the price here, and then it will automatically get to the price. And you don't really do you those who are in the VIP, they don't have to do it. I'm now figured out how to publish. Even though I'm banned, I can privately publish the links, and then you guys can just go ahead and then grab, and then click the grab this chart, and you will be able to get these lines automatically within like couple of seconds. So that is much easier. Alright, so the other thing, alright, so let's see, today we had two really good touches, this one, and then again we had this couple of touches. There are 1 2 3 4 5 6 touches on the bronze. So normally, even if touch is not on the great area, I would take puts if there are more than 4 touches on wave 1. So we do have 6 touches, so I would maybe take this touch here. And the other thing is MACD also set up for going down, right? We are in the green side, and touch touching 70 twice, that's also an indicator that there's some resistance in that area. So it worked out really well, and it continued to go towards the next bounce line. Let me activate VWAP here. Alright, so let me explain this 954 touch again. So there are let's take this one here. So there were 1 2 3 4 5 6 touches on the silver. First two crossed over, and the second one did a perfect touch. um, Third and fourth, they were perfect touches, but the line didn't set up on the touch. But the MACD was fine. So this was the perfect for this area. And and then how would you profit from here? Like I mentioned, you can do the SMA, but you can also get out at these different levels. Number one, this one here, the MACD middle, sorry, VWAP middle. Number two, VWAP top, you can get out there. Number three, the golden line, and number four is white line, and the number five is the bronze line. So there are plenty of places that you can get out if you weren't gonna trail it. Normally, every time when a touch happen on a line, my strategy is to get the stop trading stop above the entry. So in this case, I would have get out on the first touch. The stop loss will hit around maybe 1 or 2%, and then I will, if it's continue to touch this same line, even though the stop was not really there, I would actually try again, because I'm profitable, like 1 or 2 cents percent. Why not? Because it's rejecting that same position. So I would take that again and then let it ride again. So the strategy here is to get a win, so without losing. So um, these lines, uh, these line touches are the perfect. If you check, if you do your homework, you can see every time, including these bronze touches, um, the put here, the price of the put is the lowest in that touch. So that means even if you got in on a touch with when this touch was matched and everything is fine, that price is going to be your lowest price for that candle, or even for that session. So that means these lines are really like an area like MMA activate their algorithms as well. So the thing is that if you can get in with 10% or 20% stop loss, you will still be profitable, because that's the lowest price. What is not good is getting entries after the touch happened. So in these areas, let's say this one touch, and then it went here, and then you tried somewhere in here to get in. The next no, so this one actually, no, not this one. Let's say this here, it retraced, and the next one it went a little bit up from here to here, and that would be 10% loss. And uh, for 20% people with stop losses, they are not going to get hit, but sometimes people have small stop losses, then that will get hit. So that's why the touch is important, preparation for the touch is important, and getting in that line touch is very important. Again, you can predict the line touch, you can predict when it's going to reverse as well. Just like here, just calculate the average size of the candles on the previous bars, and then see where it's going to go. Same thing here, you can see these bars are smaller, so the touch that is happening is going to be smaller as well. And then this is the case for the green line, so the side of the line. So this one happened to be red color, so that's fine. You just check again the red color size, which is 34 cents. So it's going to be the same case for the next couple of touches, somewhere around 30 to 40, right? So these touches did the line touch with the bar number about 30 to 40 cents. So you can guess the touches like that. All right. Um, After that, let's go to 5 second wave. In this area, we didn't see any trades that we could have become profitable on SPY. Mostly, there's someone with the mic on. Hey guys, who has the mic on? If you can like mute, would be. All right, looks good. All right, so in this case, you can see rejection is happening around the VWAP middle. So this these things can be also taken. For an example, if the Stoch and the MACD is matching, you can actually take a put here if the touch is happening couple of times. The touch has to happen a couple of times, not just one time, and then you also need to calculate the previous bar sizes to basically predict the perfect touch as well if you were to get into a VWAP middle. But as you can see, we didn't had any kind of threads that we can take in this area. Are we in this correct one? No, right? Yeah, I was like, what one? That's not the one. All right. Okay, here. Um, when Trump started talking, or before that, I think stock started to dump. Extreme trend did capture it. It captured a couple of times, and like I mentioned, bottom hit also captured a couple of times by scalper. Um, then I think our algorithm also captured it a couple of times in this area, really well actually. I did made a couple of money on this drop on those alerts. um, so the easiest way that you can trade something like that is, let's say you have an alert on our algo channel, option algo channel. Just turn it to 1 minute and then have the scalp on. You can see white candles. Just trail the white candles, because once white candle is on, it is gonna be really easy to trail them, because it's going to be continue to drop down until the first white candle happen with a green outer outline. So once that happens, then that means it's gonna started going up. So our trailing, would say if we trail up around here, it will get hit somewhere here, right? So that's another way you can get out, or you can get out with SMA 9, which is going to be somewhere here. Alright, so back to 5 minutes. So here, did we had any touches that we could have taken any calls? MACD was actually not bad. It's on the red zone. Let me double check this MACD again. Yeah, didn't change anything. All right, so this it was between, it's touching between the white line and the golden line, and also it's right near the Viva bottom. It's also within the what do you call the 9 SMA, and also there's a bottom hit couple of times, and also option chart, option algo was giving calls. So everything indicated actually going up. I didn't had a chance to get anything in this area, but it was completely indications that the stock is going to go up, because it continued to retrace up on all those indicators, right? So it can same thing, once you get in, just trail. um, I would say this SMA, you might get hit in this area if you trail this one, but at least you would get something around 20% or something like that, because you are basically getting inside on a white line touch. Previously I mentioned couple of times, white lines, if it get touched couple of times, like 2 or 3 times, that becomes the major line for the day. So this actually became the major line for that day, and it was actually the highest printed trade of the day. I think this one printed somewhere around 900 or 800%. And then after that we didn't had anything wave after wave 2 or wave 3, even though I was able to get something here, something around 300 something, but it was, I was like waiting, and I did had couple of limit orders in, and it got filled when the silver line was touched. And then this drop I made 300, actually it went to 500, I couldn't sell it fast, so it only made about 340 or something like that when I did the market sale. So after that there wasn't actually anything that we could have done. Even if you stretch this bronze lines are only to be made traded within the first couple of hours, actually first hour, but uh, this continue to even reject the bronze line as well, even the end of the day. So these lines, for some people they can trade and see how wave 3, actually bronze lines will work on wave 1 and wave 3 sometimes, not always though. All right, so that's pretty much it. The coolest thing I would say, if you guys want, just create alerts on these golden lines, not the middle one, because it sometimes, some days within the first couple of hours you will continue to get alerts, so it's gonna annoy you. Maybe the third and the fourth have some lines, or else you really don't need the entire line, like just like this stotch line, you just draw another line above this wave, and then have them as alerts. So when you're working or doing something and you are distracted, this alert will basically give you it will get you back to trading it. And then some days I would have different sounds for waves. Where is that? Send plain test, yeah. So I do have, they have like nature sounds, voices and stuff like that. Just put couple of stuff that you think makes sense and you can remember, so that way for perfect touches you will have a different sound. If it cross down you will have a different sound, and then when to check. All right, any questions? All right, QA time. Guys, are you guys here still? Hello? All right, so if you guys don't have anything, I think our first session stops right now. um, you know yeah, do you have anything? All right, that's the thing. Right, okay. um, like I mentioned, as you see, you should be able to predict again, right? You just check the previous couple of bars and then see where it's going to go on the next one, after after you understand the sizes of the previous two bars, when it is closing in on a line. And then if uh, the price is coming from upside to a silver line, right? So that means it's going to bounce up, and then we are gonna preparing for call. So that means it has to become green, not red. So as soon as it touch and the point minute, or not even minute, like the second it turn green, that's when I get in. So in this case, it started going up. Actually, it hit. Let me take this. It hit the line and it's become green, and then continued to go up. Then I was up like 8 or something like that, and then it continued to go down. Then I was down like five something, and then the next one did the same thing, and then continued to go. But I would say getting on the touch, and then second it turns towards the direction of your entry, either a call or a put. That's the best price. That's the best entry. Right, right. Yeah, so if you zoom in, you see that rejection is a lot too. Like if you zoom in, that's a lot, right? So you just wait for that. The open is this one, right? And then if you start going down, it become red color, right? And then again, if it start going up, and then cross over the open, that's the indication. Yeah, that's green, and then that's when you're gonna get in. That's right. Yeah, so that's if there is the best, if you are not sure what to do. But some trades you are gonna be 100% sure because everything is lining up perfectly, and then as soon as the touch happen, it drops. Those kind of trades I would basically take on the touch. If you are struggling, like in this case here, the touch happened and it started going down. The problem with this one though, that touch only got about 9 or 11%, so I didn't actually get in here. And plus this was for the direction of green, so this is actually not gonna work either. I want something, because if I'm gonna get puts, I need it to become red color, right? So this one, this to become red color, it has to go so much down, so it's not gonna be a perfect thing. So even this one touch, and then it turned red after a little bit later. But this here, even though this touch was actually better, it is nearby, the open is nearby, it touch and then it became red color and then continued to go down, and then the next candle continued to drop down. So these are two good touches on that location. Yeah. This is also not bad as well. But then these are scalping like 10% or 15% scalp. I think both of them did 15 and 20 something. If you were to scalp those areas. Yeah. So anything else? Yeah. Yeah, so that's a good one. So normally, if you see every MACD for the wave one, I have studied this one. Um, After fifth bar, uh, any bar that comes up is overextended. On the wave two, it's about three, three bars actually. So one, two, three, and then these are overextended. So actually, you can see that overextend shows up as well. It start to go up here. Let's see another one. So this one is closing in on the third second wave. So there's one, two, three, and then after fourth is overextended. Yes. So that's how you know. So this yeah. Go ahead. First wave is more than let's go back here. First wave is more than 4. Second wave is more than 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, correct. 3 bars for 5 minutes. Yeah. The last thing I would say, I think this one I saw it today on the last wave. If you guys were to trade it, actually 15 seconds is actually a not bad time frame to trail. Let's say for an example, you got in somewhere in these areas for puts, and then these 15-second trailings are actually worked out really well. And I did today on those 15 seconds trails and got out on that 300 something. So that's something new. Any other question? You guys are clear about this? Not whenever you have momentum trading on wave one, uh, the market always goes up. So same thing with if the market, if you have too many extremes, then the market continue to drop down. At least half of the fourth and fifth waves. This one, let's say, this is not a good example because it had the bottom hit and then start going up. But let's see a day that the market continue to go up. Alright, this one here. As soon as market open, couple of minutes later, the yellow candles happen. Then you can see retracement on the golden lines, because obviously golden lines are very rejecting or resisting, and then it break up, and then again you can see yellow lines, and that day continue to stay above number 2 and number 1. I do have numbers on these lines, so make sure to have the same thing like that, so we can communicate like that: 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so the same thing goes with white lines as well. So when the yellow lines happen, most of the time it's gonna be hard to scalp as well on the first wave. And the best strategy is to trade the VWAP top if this torch and MACD supports it. Then every rejection you can actually get some kind of scalp here and there, and then you have to make sure you get out on these green golden lines. Alright. Also, it works really well with bottom touches on the other time frames for the rest of the day. Anything else? Correct. Alright. So the bottom touches, I think I will start trading them if touch and MACD support. When I see a bottom touch, I will, because I used to trade it a lot, like before the golden line theory, and it really worked well for stocks. I never traded the SPY or QQQ, but now I am seeing that it's respecting it a lot. Billy can confirm it, but he's been tracking it for a while now. Every time the bottom touch happen. Yeah, right. What was that, Billy? Right, right. Yeah, when that happen at the first wave, it always goes up, at least like 50% gains. All right, guys. It's been less than an hour. If there's no other questions, I think we will continue to do these meetings. Next time, I will make sure to draw something separately every day, so we can have golden lines for each day separate. And yeah, is that all? No, I wouldn't do that. Uh, are you talking about the without talking about the golden lines or silver lines? No, I don't suggest doing that, because that mindset is again, you are giving the storage number one step on the ladder. So number one step on the ladder is the lines. Number two is the confirmation from storage, and number three is MACD. If you change this order, it you will mess up, meaning that we are trying to create self discipline using these three rules, right? And then if if these three rules is not in the perfect order, you are training yourself in the wrong way. So I wouldn't suggest doing that. Yeah, so right. So the thing is, you see this one I showed here. I did mention you can trade it if it retraces something like that. So this here is 70. It's touched at 70. So that means uh, MM market makers or robots or whatever who traded it, they think that 70 storage might be the resistance for this area. So they it worked, right, because bronze line was there and it continued to reject and then go down, and then the storage also did couple of 70 touches. The couple, that's the key here. It has to touch twice, not the first time, because you don't know, there are plenty of other areas that is touch 70 and you might lose the trade. But if you do it twice, if the stock touches it twice within the same wave, not within the day, it has to be within the same wave, within the same couple of minutes. And then it has to retrace too, but you cannot just like touch it and then stay there and then cross over. No, it has to also retrace a little bit, and before even you look at the stock, you have to make sure the lines are there. Whatever the lines, bronze, silver or white even, has to be there. Mhm. Mhm. Okay, so this one, why it is not that great, is MACD is starting to gain momentum, right? So you just like I mentioned, give it four bars, 1, 2, 3, 4. By the time it is four, it crossed over. So you cannot take that trade. Always give time for the MACD to build something, because you are trying to get puts right here, right? But if the MACD is in the green and it just came out of the bear, it, it cannot go back onto the bear with just two green candles, right? So it has to come down. Yeah, because its torch is still up, no? So its torch is up, right? Yeah, because if it is crossed, we can check this one, right? This is actually no man's land. So if we check this area with 1 minute, just to see what happened, we should see some idea. So what I mentioned, when you are in the 2 minute, right? This is actually 5 minute. But let's say what was that? Are you in a train or airport? All right. So what I was saying, this 1 minute, you can see I mentioned that whatever the candle time frame you are using, let it at least go half of the candle. That means half of the time. If it is 5 minutes, let it ride until two half to see what's happening. So within the 2 minute, let's say this area basically is 5 minutes, but let's just say, for the sake of the argument, that we are checking 2 minutes. The first minute, it basically break down from golden line. So there's no way we can take that trade at all, because it already took off on the golden line. But the thing is, since the torch is up and then the MACD also up, we cannot take calls at all this in this area. We were preparing for the price is coming from above, that's true, but the torch and MACD is not giving confirmation for what calls. Anything else? Let's just check 5 minute here. Yeah, even 5 minute. 5 minute, it's actually preparing for puts, because white candle is there. Sorry, white line is there, and then its touch didn't match it. So sorry, what white? Correct, because it. Remember, I told you that if the white line is getting respected by the price action, which it did actually a couple of times. This one, and then this one too, and this is the third one. So it became the main line for that area, the white. So it did cross over. And remember, I mentioned this one. You need to see the last two bars sizes. So these are bigger sizes, like 40 and 60. So this bar has to become 40 or 62, right? The third one. So that means, let's say, just 40. Even at 40, it cross over on the green on the golden line. So we cannot get any calls here either. So that's how you predict that if it is going to cross over a golden line or whatever lines, or not. Does that make sense, Shadow? All right, cool. Yeah, yeah. Just use that replay button, and then the way you replay this stuff is not the 5 minute. Let's say you want to replay the 5 minute, this area. You just put it here, and then instead of 5 minute, you just put it onto the 1 minute interval. So that means the bar entire bar will reverse or replay within 1 minute for that 5 minute bar. So that will be the best case scenario for you to like trade, to you know get familiar with these trades daily. I would say, if you can do this daily, that means in the morning you are basically trading this live, and then in the evening or night you are replaying the entire thing. That means you are learning twice, and within, like, if you trade it for 3 months, you're actually trading for 6 months, because you are learning it twice, right? So try to do that, so you gain the upper hand like that. Because it says it's said that you need 10,000 hours to master some kind of a skill. So figure out how to put more time on mastering one skill, just one skill. What you need is to win, not to make any percentage gains or money first. Just win the day. Or yes, correct. Because if you let's just double check it, and I will show you here. You see, um, where was that? Right, first trade of the day was here. You can see EMA, the the bars aren't really looking good. They are performing on everywhere, and it's just up and downs. Not like this, which is smoothly giving the direction and ladders as well. This one is broken ladders here and there, and sometimes the trend on SMA has more zone on either side than the on the EMA, which gets us some kind of wrong indicators as well. Let's see. If you want, you can also double check trading EMA and SMA both, and you can see the difference. I did couple of times. Actually, I did trade both of them together to see what's going on, but I didn't like the EMA. But if you go and ask ChatGPT, you will always see it saying for day trading EMA is the best one, but that's not the case for me. EMA is too close to the prices and the volatility, so that gives you false breakouts and entry indications. All right. Any other questions? Mhm. Yeah, so the SPX is working really well uh, for 2 minutes. But there's a caveat for it. On a choppy day, today the last couple of minutes did chop really well, and so what I would suggest is to have two two charts when trading the wave 3, 10 minutes to figure out the direction. In this case you can see it has been giving puts since a couple of minutes before, right? So the line touch, and you prepare for the line touch as soon as the silver line touch on 10 minute, that gives you the direction that is going to go down. So uh, convert it to 2 minute, and then you can just trail it. But today I did actually went with 15 second to just to trail. um, Something happened here. Yeah, just to trail it and then got exited in these areas. So I guess it's a skill set to trade wave 3. It's gonna be hard. It's not like the QQQ SPY that I tried sometimes to enter around 10 cents trades and then sell it around 50 cents. But the SPX doing the same thing. Sometimes I would be able to enter 20 to 30 cents and then sell it around $3 or $5. So that's completely a game changer. And for us to get that kind of returns, we need to figure out how to trail or get out fast. So 10 minutes is going to delay on getting out fast. So that's why I'm saying have 10 minutes for the direction, and then either 2 minutes or 15 seconds is good for a day like today because it's choppy. But what will happen on a day like a complete drop, it's going to be 2 minutes or one let me go to SPX here and get a good drop here. This one did drop how much, from 30 to here, so 35. That's if you put 15 seconds here, you will continue to get too many volatile data. So you can trade either 1 minute or 2 minutes using 10-minute direction. So I would always have two charts and then figure out what's going to happen. If it's going to chop, then go to 15 seconds or 30 seconds. If it is not going to chop and you are sure that the market is going to drop down, choppy days are like Wednesday and Friday. So the rest of the days we will be able to figure out, find some kind of a trade that can do 10,000%. Today I think we had couple of thousands percents, right? I haven't checked it yet, but I think we had some on SPX, but not in the last couple of seconds. Sometimes I used to be able to get you know like a 500 at least on the last 2 minutes. Today it was really hard. Yeah. That's true. That's the thing, right? That's gonna be hard. I guess we need to figure out the mindset on trading it. It's gonna be really fast, it's gonna be really volatile. Just have to take it, or we need to just forget about 10,000% and 10,000% and just stick to take profit of 200 or 300 and try to get the perfect entry, and then just get out at 300% profit, and just don't overtrade the wave 3 either, because if you lose 2 or 3 times again on the wave 3, you're going to just lose the entire day's earning. And again, shadow and I think shadow, if you're trading the wave 3, make sure you're only using the profit from wave 1 and wave 2, half of the profit from wave 1 and wave 2, so that way you're not morally don't lose the confidence that you build up in the first couple of waves. Even you lose half, you still have the day as a win. All right, anything else? Sorry, I didn't catch that. All right. Yeah. So what I was saying, 20 cents on the contract is equal to $20. So not a $20 contract, right? So yeah, that's the case. And you can find a lot of trades like that. Just have limit orders. If it didn't fill for 20 cents, then just forget about it. If it failed and then take the direction, that's a win. And that bot we created, let me show you here. You guys still see my trading view, right? Come on. Yeah, it's not giving me to pick the other one. Yeah, but I will share some screens of 15 seconds and 30 seconds as well today. That bot did capture everything, the detections perfectly. So I guess what you may have to do is have another display or monitor just for the Discord, and then option signals, and then if the bot says it is gonna be puts, and it has to be SPX cracker, not the moneymaker, because moneymaker will work on the wave 1 and wave 2 really well. The moneymaker is a scalper, and then the SPX cracker is a directional bot. It will take the direction where it's going to take on the next couple of bars. So just understand the difference, and then you guys are okay. I did rename the algos, and you can see the name on the alerts. All right, that's pretty much it, guys. So I will upload this video tonight on YouTube. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it, public, but especially unlisted and share with you guys, or we'll see if it if we give it out for public or not, and then others can use it. Next time maybe we can basically do a list of questions you guys have. Maybe you can post them on the I think we have like a educational video series location where you guys used to ask me questions. Maybe let's put there, and then I can prepare for those questions as well, and then have a call again. Next call will be maybe not next week, after that week. Let's have that on this Friday. Cool. Alright guys, see you guys on Monday, and have a nice weekend, and please have some homework done on Sundays. Bye.